currently 8th in the standings, about to go racing in Singapore. However, I would like to create a new one that we can tell a story on. We are going to skip straight to F1 with a full season now. Let's go make our custom settings. Difficulty, we'll adjust that up to 80. Weekend structure, this is going to be our most important. Qualifying format is full and the session length is going to be medium with a 35% race. Rules and flags, this is going to be the most important. Corner cutting stringency, you can keep regular, I think. Parc Ferme, yes. Pit stop experience, increased. Immersive, formation lap, immersive, increased. Boom! Rear settings, driver moves, certainly on. R&D management will be off. I need to join a team that will do it for me. Resource rate for the player, and actually, we'll just do AI increased. That is more like it. Nope. Standard and high, we want that to be as realistic as possible. Speaking of realism, forecast accuracy will be approximate. This will give us the realist type of accuracy. Adoy. That's all on exactly how we want it to be. So great, I think we're good. We'll confirm those settings. It is time to create me, a custom driver. Create driver identity. That is not what I look like. So we will just go ahead and change that. We might look a little like that guy. Like Esteban Ocon there. We'll go with that fella. Country or region? I'm from the proud lands of Australia. My name full. My name is Aiden. Goddamn fucking Marshall. Enter initials. We are going to go with MAR. Audio name. They were very kind enough to put one of the most basic white names in here. Oh. Driver name, I would go number 11, but Sergio Perez unfortunately means I cannot, which means we'll be going with 12. We will be grabbing this helmet here while changing the colors. Might be a small hint as to the team I'm choosing. That is a gorgeous helmet. Podium emotes, well, we only really have one. Not that it will matter, considering the amount of times we're not going to get onto the podium.
Thank you. I need a moment.
Welcome to the Academy Select. It is time to choose our very first team in Formula One. Welcome to Williams. My teammate will not be the famed Logan Sargent, however. Oh, 22 race starts? The best he's come is 10th. We will be racing with Alexander Albon. It's time to do everyone's favourite cutscene. Woo!
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Alrighty, it is time to decide how I'm going to look with a recommended season target of 69. I'm gonna go straight for 75. This will give us a 13% boost in my recognition with the team, which is amazing. I love that I'm currently level 95, but I can go below 95. But we will be going with 75. That will give us the biggest percentage bonus when signing with the team. Because it's going to be my first year in F1, I can only sign with the team for one season, so let's sign with the team. Woo! It is time to head to the grid for the season reveal. Jump straight into it. Okie dokie, let's take a look at these messages. We're gonna first look at Mark. Okay, team specialist, who really cares? James Fowles. Wow. Okay, sweet. So we're not looking very good on the pace side currently. I think that really shows in the R&D screen. However, we're expected for that pace to go up. It's projected to go up, so we can only hope, right? Let's move on to the Bahrain Grand Prix. It is time to go to tyre allocation. The most important part of this. We are going to go with... Who wants mediums in Q2? We are definitely going with that one there. It's time to go to the race weekend. Whoop whoop. Do 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 do. Welcome to the Williams HQ, people. It's great to be here alongside Alexander Albon. Hey gang, we all good? Hey Alex, you doing alright over there, man? Choose a goal. Do that one. I doubt I'll complete the race weekend. Let's go for it. Let's just jump straight into this next session.
A new day has dawned, a new season has begun. 2024 has started, and the competition is desperate to take the fight to Red Bull. And it starts here in free practice. So much unknown before we get underway. So what will be going through the drivers' minds as they get ready for the new season?
The faster you can work around the circuit conditions and get the car tailored to your liking, the better. And then you can just focus on the job in hand in terms of lap times. But first of all, you've got to get the car feeling right.
Okay, mate, this is the first running of the real car. Now, I know it's a big ask, but let's get some useful data and get you used to how the practice sessions work. Let's start the season as we mean to go on, eh? I know we can have a great year, so let's go.
Alright, if we want to start this season as a means to go on, then let's do it. Let's hurry up and start this shit. Oh my god, Garrett's tutorial. You know how many times I've done that stupid tutorial? Let's take a looky here. I think we'll jump straight onto the track.
Okay, me again, mate.
into some
We've made
cars.
some changes to the way that ERS works this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
Just did. I know exactly how I'll use them. Ha ha ha.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them. Okie dokie, so once we go through here, we're just going to do a few laps. Going to want to set a fast lap time. Apparently go first on the speed trap. Not even sure how, but take it. Esteban Ocon setting the fastest lap time for now. Very much so like to take that from him, especially as a rookie in arguably worse car. We're not going to do it, but I think if I was on mediums, I'd be able to probably, definitely do it. Box this lap. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Okie dokie. Let us take a look at everything here. Stay here until 20 minutes. Then we're gonna start thinking about moving on. While the original plan was to wait until 20 minutes, we might want to wait until the track is just that little bit less busy. Yeah, okay. I don't really think we're going to get that, which means... yeah, let's do it.
Check's complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Okay, we are currently sitting P8. P8 is where we are. I think P8's pretty good considering I don't think every driver's been out yet. And it's also the first session of the new season.
Because temperature's so important for your tyres, cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
I lapsed in concentration just a little bit there. Okie dokie, let's get going. At the moment, we're just focusing on keeping all of our movements real.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Alright, let's go. I think we're gonna go for a push. Okay, so we need to take a lot less of that curve. I think I can probably do. Major lock off Marshall. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Well, I'm quite happy with that. Alright, so basically in all the braking zones is where my tires are gonna feel it. Okay. It's not that bad. Oh shit. There we go. I got 120 credits. I think we'll chuck on some hards. Go out for one last lap.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
And it's the rookie who's out for one last lap in this free practice session, the first free practice session of the year. Is this the first time we're seeing raw pace? Is this a taste of what's to come? Verstappen, after being the top contender last year, winning 22 out of 24 races. box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
So we got beaten by our teammate, but I think that was kind of what we expected going into it, so that's all okay. Sweet, thank you everyone for sticking around. I'll catch you guys in the next free practice session. Ciao li bueno. Ciao li bueno.